welcome back to my channel. I really hope that you guys have liked my previous video. If you have watched it, and if you did, then please make sure that you like, subscribe, and also keep me in your notifications. And and hopefully that you'll keep up all of my posts. So I'm back again with another like regular like mashup video, pretty much like just like a general video and stuff like that. Um, Everything is in my description below. I have been dealing with hackers, bullies, deep fake AI, fake profiles. YouTube is my only social media that I am on personally and professionally. So if there's anything like audio spoofing or anything like that you guys see on any other platform and stuff like that, please report it. This is my only channel that I do stream off of, that I do any kind of social media on. So like I said, just be vigilant. And any of my cash tags that are under my description, those are my cash tags. So there's nobody that's accepting any donations or anything like that on my behalf. Anything that you see under my description is everything that is legit. If it's not spoken by me nor put in my description, then that is not me and that is not legit. But I do want to thank you for anybody who has sent donations and things like that. I appreciate you all so very much. Not even just for the donations, but I know I'm a very tiny channel, so it's just all about getting the messages out there. This is more than money to me. This is more than money, more than glory. I breathe it. I breathe it. So, so let's just go ahead and get these messages out, okay? Banished energies. Y'all can read in the description about Banished Energies, my beautiful collective. These are people that I do not help. We just gonna be doing us over here. So whether they care or not, or believe in it or not, is of no concern here. So let's go ahead and get into your reading here. I don't know why, but I instinctively grabbed. Uh, I don't know the name of this deck, but I instinctively, like out of nowhere, grabbed this deck. So let's see what's going on with this one. All right. Oh, give me 1 second here. Okay. All right, then I need to spray my hand with some sage. There we go. All right. Sort some things out on the table right there. All right, so Divine Spirit, let's clear this deck of any leftover energy so I can get a clear, clarified message. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Spirit, what is it that you're trying to channel to me, through me, with this deck for the beautiful collective? What do we have for the beautiful collective, Spirit? Okay. Oh, this one of these really want to jump out. I think did I hold this like reverse? I can't remember. Okay. Something wants to jump out at the top, but I'll see it again if I need to. Okay. What are you trying to let us know, Spirit? Here's one. Okay, so we got Dreamweaver. To dreams, create your own reality, escape. Now, right off the bat, I feel like something in your dreams is going to tell you a message. Some of you guys may have been dreaming a lot. We got Northern Lights. So what I like about Northern Lights is that then there's another moon here as well. So definitely dreams, definitely the nighttime. There's like some form of, there's like a message or some form of clarity that's going to come to you through your dreams. What else we got? I'm also feeling like somebody's trying to like telepathically like send you a message through your dreams. Like they can't reach you anywhere else, so they're trying to reach you through your dreams. Okay, so fall down 7, get up 8, rise determined, unbreakable. So some of you have been very strong, very steadfast. You've been kind of like 10 toes down, your feet rooted in the ground. I'm also getting like a solar plexus energy right here. I don't know what this symbol is, but it looks like it's like something glorious and amazing, like some sort of like Shogun era something. Somebody might be of like, somebody might be of like Chinese or Japanese descent, like specifically Japanese or Chinese descent. I'm getting like a samurai energy, like a samurai or a samurai sword energy. What else we got? Reflections. There's some more moons. Look at that. Reflections, changing of the tide, secrets and shadows. Yeah, so there's like some sort of secret. I'm getting like a secret message that's trying to be relayed to you. Look at all these moons right here. And then even with Dreamweaver, there's something in your dreams that's going to be able to kind of see through like a web of lies, especially with Northern Lights here. Northern Lights represent having clarity, seeing things, like seeing all colors, and even understanding all perspectives, kind of like stepping back and seeing the big picture of something. Hmm. And something got eager. Yeah, cut through the confusion. That's like, this is Ace of Swords energy right here. Cut through the confusion. So definitely, like I said, with Northern Lights, being able to see everything, stepping back and seeing the big picture, seeing all colors, feeling all emotions. I'm also getting like I'm getting King of Cups energy here with the Northern Lights. Somebody who's very emotionally intelligent and therefore who is intuitively wise, intuitively authoritative, because even though the King of Cups, excuse me, even though the King of Cups is a masculine energy, because he is with the chalices, he is still psychic and intuitive on his own right, but it is a lot more it's a lot more kind of like not even like politically enforced, but it's in a way, it's like all the kings in their own way, they kind of enforce justice, authority. That's what I'm looking for. But this is a king who's very gentle. This is a king who's very empathic towards his subjects. This is the kind, I'm getting like Liu Bei from Dynasty Warriors. Look up Liu Bei. He was known for being benevolent. He kind of has King of Cups, King of Chalices energy. Liu Bei of Dynasty Warriors from the Kingdom of Shu. If you could look him up. But somebody who can, all the kings can see through the bullshit. Notice that, if you ever watch something, people think they can fool a king, but there was just things that they knew the whole time, like especially somebody who's trying to commit treason, but then all of a sudden they're about to get beheaded. Like, because they are always a lot more wiser than they let on, except for the King of Swords. It's like you could just look at the King of Swords and just know that it is no nonsense. But yeah, definitely cutting through the confusion here. Firstly, like I said, I get King of Cups, King of Chalices out of this, but it doesn't have to be. And I definitely get King of Swords, Ace of Swords out of this. But yeah, cutting through the confusion, like almost as if something is so obvious now that there's just no denying it. Yeah, discernment, intuition, clarity, truth, spiritual, gift of wisdom, foresight, intellect, new ideas, focus. What I'm loving here is that with Northern Lights and with this Ace of Swords energy, with cutting through confusion, they definitely both mean clarity and intuition and being highly discerning. But it's kind of like you're blending your heart and your mind, like not even just like your chakras, but like both your heart and mind are like becoming they're coming like an equal balance in unison, kind of like even your ego and your emotions are actually working together at a balance. Because also with the King of Chalices and the King of Swords, the King of Swords isn't very emotional. The King of Swords is very eloquent, straightforward, very logical, intellectual, and analytical. Everything has to come from a direct and logical standpoint, mental, facts. There has to be facts. There has to be a system. Things have to be systematic or methodological. But with the King of Chalices, it's all about his inner experiences. How he has grown up, what he has been exposed to. A lot of nostalgia energy, but also not really observing things with not just how he thinks, but always coming from how he feels and then articulating that. So I kind of get like a blend of these two kings, your head and your heart, that are kind of like in an equal authority within yourself. Okay, and this is what is helping you being extra intuitive and discerning. Beautiful. What else we got? This fell out. On the outside looking in. Clarify that for me, Spirit. I'm also, like I said, I'm also getting big picture energy on the outside looking in. It's kind of like some of you guys are stepping out of yourself and actually kind of like looking, like almost disassociating yourself from whatever situation, and then just kind of stepping back and looking at everything kind of objectively, which is definitely King of Swords energy, but then also kind of taking note on how that makes you feel and letting that govern your decision as well, which is that King of Cups energy. Okay, this unison thing again. Okay, articulating your emotions, making them logical, and then putting them into some sort of rationalized, thought through action. Wonderful. What else we got? Oh, here we go. Mystical cat. So definitely, I'm feeling like a animal spirit guide. An animal spirit guide, most predominantly a feline this time. And what I love, I love all the spirit animals because there's always they're always here to help, and they always make things. It's like they always come to make you understand things in more of a layman term, because I do know, as much as I love my spirit guides and the angels, they can be, sometimes the messages that they can send you can be more cryptic, and sometimes sometimes it can be tricky to kind of catch that right away. But that's why I love spirit animals, because it's kind of more layman with them. It's always a gentle breadcrumbing, if or even depending on the animal that it is. Like dogs are always telling you to be alert, always, keep your ears perked up, but cats always make you want to sit back, observe. But how I love that cats can kind of switch their action on the dime, it's not going to be hard for you to do that. Like you're going to have good reflex. And this isn't even just physical, but spiritual. Somebody going to come at you wrong spiritually, you're just going to land on your feet. You're going to hiss and then you're going to land on your feet. But however, you have sat back and you have observed. And then on top of that, cats are also, known for being mysterious. So don't be surprised if your discernment is stronger than usual about something that is tricky, or that's tricky, or maybe even obscured. hmm So we got mystical cat, feline spirit energy, intuition, magic, divine being, fortune, wards off evil. So your discernment is some of you are psychic. There's psychics in here. There's other psychics in here. Welcome. Thank you. I'm flattered that you're here. But you're I feel like a lot of you have kind of been like in like a ebb and flow. There's kind of been where there was a confusion before, especially with your emotions going through an ebb and flow. Um, there's not that anymore. Like I said, even in my last reading, I was like the clouds are kind of slowly moving out of the way, and you're becoming more clear-minded, more clarified. Things are easier to see. Things are becoming more obvious, and because of that, you'll be able to you're able to articulate and rationalize what situation's going on. Okay. And it's something that's kind of making you break off of something toxic. I think I got that last time too. Breaking off of something or walking away from something or someone toxic. What's this? Their prayers are useless. Divine intervention. Unforgiven abomination. Ooh, shit. And then, here's that thing again when I was just talking about the King of Chalices and the King of Swords, and here we go. We got the ego versus the heart. Now, like I said, for you, there may be like sort of an inner power struggle, between your pride and your emotions. But like I said, I'm sensing actually that's coming into an equilibrium. And now, like I said, you're able to know what you feel, articulate it, and then put it into a rationalized action. So I kind of feel like this is them working together instead of a versus, especially when you got northern lights and cutting through the confusion. Because see, only somebody who is conflicted, when somebody is conflicted, that's a form of confusion. So but the fact that that's you're cutting through it and things are becoming more clarified, like I said, I feel like that they're more balancing out instead of being conflicted with one another. And then, like I said, with their prayers are useless, and then we got wards off evil. This is tower energy. So whoever was actually like really like fucking with you or whatever, yo, they about to get hit. Like they about to get struck. They about to get struck for real. What else we got? What else do we? Oop, oop. Uh-oh, it's jumpy. Ooh, it's jumpy. Oh my gosh. Okay, this fell out. Planting seeds, reap what you sow, putting in work, growth, nurturing. So I feel like there was somebody who's probably trying to bring a tower to anything, to something that you're trying to grow, seeds that you planted, but instead that's what's happening to them. And then we got the ravens. Messenger, ancient wisdom, magic, spirit world, life or death. Now again, I'm getting like through your dreams that, like I said, there's like some sort of message that's also, I feel like also in your dreams and in your sleep, there's going to be some sort of clarified message, especially if some of you have been seeing blackbirds. Doesn't necessarily have to be ravens. It can be ravens, it can be crows. I'm also been getting black swan energy. Black swan energy, and a black swan represents in its own way is a tower energy. So you know, something that's a shakeup. Now what I love about swans in general is that you'll be able to, if there's a tower that's coming to you, you'll still be able to handle it with grace. There's still something, there's still like some form of finesse. Sorry y'all, there's still like some sort of finesse that you're going to be able to handle things. However, I don't really think that's you, or even if it does, you'll fall down and then you'll get back up. And actually, if you do fall down, you'll get back up better. Okay, because you will be, you won't have, you won't, this won't be something that you cannot handle. In fact, the tower may have already happened and you have already gotten up. Okay, so what's another one? What's one more card out of here? Oh, here we go. Ooh, I got two. So affliction, delusion, and suffering, and then ancient teachings illuminate the mind. So what I'm loving here is that with cutting through the confusion in ancient teachings, there are things that you guys are kind of learning, especially like some of you guys who may be listening to philosophy, or maybe even reading philosophy, or even something, especially like with where to go, especially with ravens and messenger, and then with spirit world, life and death. I also kind of feel like that maybe a past loved one, it doesn't even have to be them that's actually directly communicating with you in the dream, but there may be something that you think back on that they said, that you kind of now are going to reference to you in your life and integrate it into your values. Yeah. Now, anybody who has been fucking with you, like I said, this is somebody who was probably under some sort of, I don't know, like denial or illusion, or I don't know, but however the fuck this is what's going to happen to them. This is what's going to happen to them. See, whatever tower that they tried to bring onto you, if they try to afflict this on you, give you suffering, you are going to get up. You are going to get up. You are going to be just fine, but not them. Not them at all. I actually want to do one more card out of here. Not them at all. This is what they want to do to you, and even if it already happened to you, you got back up. Or if it does hit you, you're gonna get back up, and you're gonna get back up glorious. Look at that. Look at that solar plexus energy there. I'm getting like a samurai warrior. I don't know why. I'm getting like a samurai. Maybe somebody really likes samurais or lived by sort of like a samurai code, samurai honor. What else we got, Spirit? This is sticking out. Rage and confusion. Ooh, clarify rage and confusion. If it's what I think it is. Hope doesn't stop the karmic wheel from turning. Okay, so if anybody has really truly like fuck with you, I think they're very confused onto how you're still going, because you rise up time and time again. Now, what I love here is that there's this scene in Robot Chicken. If some of you guys have ever watched Robot Chicken, Jesus comes on this island where there's the Cyclops, the thing with the one eye, and he actually got smashed by Cyclops's club. and then he came back to life. And so then it skips through a bunch of other clips that were really funny. And then but then it skips back to Jesus and the Cyclops. Now Jesus, I think he got crumbled by some rocks or something, but Cyclops keeps like hitting him on the head with the club, and Jesus keeps coming back to life like, oh. And so, he just keeps doing it, boom, oh, like that's just what keeps happening. So that's kind of what it is with you by transmuting energy. Like you keep getting bashed in the head with the club, but then you come back to life like Jesus. You got to look at that clip; it's fucking hilarious. But they are so confused on how are you still going? Well, because one, you can handle what has came to you. You can handle it, and you'll get back up better. You'll get back up stronger. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. It's cliche, but that's why I really love cliches, because they never stop being facts. Like cliches are facts, you know. When it's been overdone, you know, or oversaid or over explained, that's because it is a true lovely fact. Well, for cliches that are considered as facts. Okay. There's something you've mastered. I'm getting like some sort of mastered energy. And they're probably very confused on why, you know, all this shit is happening to them. Well, because it's like they basically tried to burn your crops. You know, it's like they tried to burn your crops. Okay. Ooh, God help anyone who disrespect the queen. Now, whether you are feminine or masculine, these are people who disrespected you. But listen. Oh, God help anyone? God help anyone? Their prayers are useless. That's, you know, the divine ain't gonna the divine is the one that's given the punishment. So, and it was a well-deserved one. So, I don't know what they gonna do. I don't know what they about to do. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. They shouldn't have fucked up. They shouldn't have fucked up. Clear this deck of any leftover energy so I can get a clarified message. All right. What's another message, Spirit? What's another message for the collective? Look at that, painting reality. So basically, I really feel like that there's been so much that's been swirling on, and then there's like a bunch of people. There's like some sort of spiritual warfare right here, actually, because like you got the divine right here, and then you got the demonic right here, and then you got another person that, you know, I feel like these are people who are influenced by the demonic that's painting a narrative, and then people who are influenced by the divine who's painting a narrative, and then you got people who are neutral. These are people you see how she's like, you can barely kind of notice her, like, and then this person's wearing white, kind of matching the coordination of the divine being right here, and then of course like this person here. So you got admirers, and then you got haters, and you got people who don't know what the fuck is going on, but they just still putting in their 2 cents, like they know what the hell they talking about, or don't. You know, they're just kind of here. It's like they're just kind of hearing the she said, he said, and, you know, kind of putting their own 2 cents in it. That's kind of annoying. I don't know. I don't know. What else? Ooh, two of them didn't want it. The Sage's Cave. I get hermit energy. I get hermit energy out here. Oh, but you know what? It's number 9. Yeah, it's a number 9. So I get hermit energy out of here. The Sage's Cave, solitude, wisdom, introspection, and then we have strength, which is Leo energy. I think what a hermit is a Virgo energy, I believe. And then strength is courage, grace, power, definitely Leo and or strength energy here as well. So again, I love how, like I said, you fall down 7 and you get up 8. You have been strong. You have been strong. You have been courageous. You've also been like very inwardly and reflective. So what I'm getting here is like a balance of like fire and water, and I keep getting like this balance type energy that you guys are in, this mastered balance energy. Then we got crone energy. So a lot of you guys have been really getting into tapping into your wisdom. Yeah, wisdom and experience. Now again, like I said, I've been feeling that king of chalices energy, that king of cups energy. And he goes with his emotions and his experience, and kind of just correlates his authority, according to that. Not strictly those, but those are some of the factors that go into, how the King of Chalices would kind of just enforce his authority, pretty much. Yeah, it's another one. The universe, not even the world. This is the universe. Completion, expansion, continuous creations, cycles. So I really feel like that whatever seeds that you planted, it's truly going to come into a full cultivation. They did cover up the body parts, so that's good. But I do feel like the seeds, any seeds that you planted with growth and nurturing, they are going to fully flourish. They're going to bloom. Okay, this isn't, like I said, this isn't even the world. This is the universe. What? I'm getting like alignment, like just some sort of alignment. There's an alignment. Yeah, it's like it's not even just balance. It's an alignment. Oh, I got two again. I'm like, I keep getting like two cards. So we got flash flood, emotional overwhelm. So again, like you guys have there's been like a heavy, like earlier, like I was sensing like an ebb and flow, especially with emotions here. But then you also got the turning of the tide. So there's something very emotional, deep and emotional, that you guys really had to navigate through. And then I just kind of see you saved from being drowned. It's kind of like somebody kind of like tried to throw you into the deep end, and then you just got kind of picked up by the divine here. I get Ace of Cups energy out of this, actually. I always got Ace of Cups energy. And then look at this. Interdimensional beings. Definitely your spirit guides here, okay? Spirit guides, deities, and angels. Yes. And then especially here with mystical cats, somebody definitely has like a feline. I'm seeing predominantly some feline spirit animals here, okay? Looking in, yeah, and see there's a cat and a dog in here too. Definitely a cat. Somebody who has a cat. Now, what I'm loving here also is that you do got a cat and an owl. So being very observant and discerning. Okay. A key word that I'm getting is wisdom, being wise, using your wisdom. And then we got turning point here. Okay, change of direction, new path. Now, what I'm loving here is that the Sage's Cave is in this card, and now we got the Sage's Cave again. Look, oh my gosh, I feel like these two birds are friends. Like, hey, what's up? What's going on? What's going on, man? Ain't nothing, man. Hey, just send them right over here. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's kind of what it seems for me. And what I love here is that you got day and night. So there's another like inner balance that you have. It's like you equally have, like a balance of your fire and water energy, air and earth. You're equally above but planted below, and you're just kind of in this kind of happy medium. Like something became very neutral, you know and because of that, I'm getting like that there's like a portal. I'm getting because of this, you're gonna have like this vortex kind of open. I don't know why, but I'm getting like a vortex, especially with this cave too. Like this is like a portal to me right here. Okay, I'm getting root and solar plexus energy. Okay, root and solar plexus, but you're still encouraged to continue to go within. I think that's going to be your best route, especially like with these cards with all of these moons in it. See, look at this, another moon, like all this moons, and then now this got a little bit of sun in here, but we got another moon right there. Okay, so you're still encouraged to go within, but you definitely still like things are really turning for your favor, turning into your favor. do one more. Do one more card out of here. And then we got shattered, which is breaking out of illusions. So with whatever is going on, he said, she said, or whatever situation that's going on that people having all their different perspectives on, this bullshit is cut through. This bullshit is cut through. There's an illusion that has been shattered. And now because of that, there's like a new pathway that's going to be, it's kind of like there was a pathway that was stopped from you, that was blocked for you before, but now because of the shattering of a bunch of lies or illusion, or the clarity of some sort of situation has now came through. Now those illusions are broken, and there's a new path that's being made for you. Okay, everything I guess just needed to come out in in due time. But within that, there was like a part of you that kind of, it's as if there was a part of you that died. Something very strong that happened, and a part of you got shattered, a part of you died, but now there's another part of you that is coming back to life. I get Phoenix energy out of this. Fall down 7, get up 8, rise, determined, unbreakable. If you were shattered by something once before, you're unbreakable now. If you were shattered once before, you are unbreakable now. Okay? And what I'm loving here is that your spirit guides are there. I think a lot of your spirit guides are going to send you some ancient teachings within your dreams. Okay, especially with the ravens, they're really trying to send you a message. Okay, with messengers here, ancient wisdom, ancient teachings illuminates the mind. Your spirit guides are truly, really trying to get something important, or this is going to be even like maybe a continuing thing, because look at how these women are meditating. You guys all of these, like she's meditating and she's meditating and she's meditating. You guys have been going through kind of like different phases of meditating, and with, it's like in each phase there like continues to be like a level up. So here I want to use this deck now. I want to use this deck because I'm getting so much strong watery. I'm getting very watery energy more than anything, like the element of water, but in a good way, like a beautiful wavy ebb and flow kind of. I don't know. Let's clear this deck and let the energy so I get a clear cut vibe message. Huh? So let's see. Let's do like a forecast on your energy. What can you tell me, Divine, for the beautiful collective? What can you tell me, Divine? What do they need to know? Limitless. So what I love here is that it's almost as if there was like a restriction that was kind of taken off of you. Let me read this. This is your invitation to think bigger, dream bigger. The world has placed limits on what's possible. Now is the time to see yourself for what's beyond them. But I feel like that's what you guys have been doing. Hence, why, you're beginning to sort of open this energy vortex. And, because of that, there's like a new pathway out of that, out of something dark that's been going on, to where, you'll find a way. So let's take out Limitless. And then I see a helping hand too. A helping hand. Help is arriving, whether through a kind word, a generous act, or unseen forces working in your favor. I definitely get more than anything that there's unseen forces, especially with your spirit guides here. And remember I said you were kind of saved from being drowned? This is that helping hand. You have been saved from being drowned by something fucked up. What's this top card? Family tree. Oh my gosh, these are your past loved ones. Oh my gosh, this is your past loved ones with family tree. Your family ties can be a source of wisdom, but they can also bring an inheritance of pain. Honor your roots, but be aware of the imprinted patterns that subconsciously influence your behavior. However, like I said, within my last reading, I kind of felt like y'all are kind of walking away from something. So some of you guys may also be having broken a generational curse, okay? But you have ancestors, especially with family tree here and interdimensional beings. You definitely got some ancestors that's reaching out to you, giving you a helping hand. Look at that helping hand that they're giving you. So let's ask this. Let's ask this. What is the message? Ooh, this one's jumpy. I'm gonna grab this right quick. I'm not gonna flip it over yet. What is the message that the collective's ancestors are trying to tell them? Because clearly this is something strong, something important. What is it? What is it, spirit? Oh, here we go. And then I got another one sticking on the bottom here. I'm gonna grab that too. Okay, now I grabbed this one first, so I'm gonna go ahead and look at it. A revelation. You're about to know something. The veils are parting and hidden truths are ready to be revealed. This revelation may challenge your current perceptions, but it will ultimately empower you to act from a place of truth. Cutting through the bullshit. Some sort of revelation to where everything is clarified and it's cut through the bullshit. Especially with Northern Lights here, lots of clarity. So much clarity. Okay, then I flip this one second chance. Again, something has shattered you before, but now you are on a new path, and here's second chance. Let's read it. An opportunity you thought was lost is finding its way back to you. Second chances are rare gifts. Accept this one with gratitude, but ensure you step forward differently than before. However, I feel like you guys know that. Hence, why I'm seeing like, all of these lovely ladies here just sitting here and meditating. So many of you are being reflective and going within. And because of that, you're getting so much clarity. And it is through this clarity, and this willing to understand and the willingness to positively change within that understanding, it is what is lighting up this new pathway for you. Okay, I'm getting kind of like a quantum leap or a vortex or a portal to this new pathway here, and that leads to your new beginning, your second chance. Because I feel like somebody may have actually ruined something for you, but it's kind of swinging its way back around now. What's this card? A distant journey. So it might take some of you guys to actually relocate. I get chariot energy out of here too. Know that if any of you are out to if you're going to be traveling soon, this will be a safe journey. I'm getting like a long distance journey as well. The family has served you well, but it's time to discover who you are beyond its borders. New worlds and new experiences await if you are willing to let go and take the first step. Now, what I'm loving here is that I feel like they're letting you know, they're giving you some sort of revelation that's going to lead to a second chance. This is the message that they're giving you. Of course, they're only here to help you, but I think fiercely help you, like not even just tell you things, but that there's something that they're working with. I also feel like with power struggle, there's not really a power struggle. Like I said before, there's a balance. You guys might also be meeting your spirit guides halfway. Hence, why there's so much meditation. Here's why there is so much meditation, and especially with the Sage's Cave. Now what I love here is that again you got turning point that is pointing to the Sage's Cave. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. That's pointing to the Sage's Cave. Okay, you guys' willingness to actually listen to the messages that are being sent towards you, the messages that they're trying to send you. It's truly helping you. It's going to drive you forward. This isn't even just about traveling, but this is kind of like a way that got unblocked for you. Not even just a way that got unblocked for you, but like now you about to get a full ride. It's a full ride. A full ride to a second chance. Look at that. You definitely got saved. Ooh. You saved yourself, but your protection is ooh. Your protection is fierce, and God help anybody who disrespects the king or queen. Listen. Oh, listen. And this is the this is the card that was under it. A false person, fake, hiding their true character. Honey, that shit is about to stop. Everybody about to see right through that fuck shit. They about to see right through that. Like, cut the bullshit. This person don't even know how. They don't even know how. How did this happen? How? What do you mean? You always knew. You always knew. Don't even fake. Don't even fake. What else? What else are spirit guides trying to tell the beautiful collective? You know, your ancestors, your spirit guides. A major shift. Look at that Phoenix energy. I knew it. I was sensing Phoenix energy earlier too. I was like, especially with fall down 7, get up 8. I was like, yo, this is Phoenix energy, especially with the solar plexus energy. But here we are again with the Phoenix here. A major shift. A powerful shift is unfolding, reshaping the world you know. What once felt stable may fall away to make room for something more aligned. This is not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. This is not a breakdown, but it is a breakthrough. I am absolutely loving it. I absolutely love it here. Because with this Phoenix energy, like I said, it's not something that that you can't handle. I thought I'd like drop the card, but I don't know where I put it at. But I do get like a tower vibe out of this too. So like I said, there was like a tower that that was brought to you, but you are being so heavily protected, and you're being so heavily protected and heavily guided. If you fall, you're going to be caught in safe hands. If you fall, you are going to be caught in safe hands. Fall down 7, you get up 8, and this is going to cause a rebirth for you if it hasn't already, because something that was supposed to shatter you, kind of like just you rebirthed. You're rebirthed. Something is going to regenerate or rebirth, come back to life. Let me close this right quick, y'all. Okay. So if there's anything that you're worried about, towers can be scary. Towers really can be scary, but that's because there's something very toxic that's being forced out of your life, because it's not out of your best. It's not out of your best interest at all. In fact, this is something that could have been killing you softly and you didn't know it. What's going on here? Clear this deck of any leftover energy so I can get a clear, clarified message. Okay, so what's for the collective here in this message? Oops. And I know another deck I want to draw. All right, so what we got? Let's put the deck again. What we got on the bottom here? Ooh, what I love here is that you got wake, work, scroll, repeat, burnout cycle, routine, and collapse. So there's something, like I said, there's like a breakthrough from something I'm getting like a breakthrough from a toxic loop, like being broken out of some sort of toxic routine or toxic loop. Look, manifesting sleep. another skeleton that's meditating, spiritual fatigue, wishful thinking, burnout nap. And so, again, you have to kind of my allergies, oh my gosh. You kind of have to regather yourself. Listen. all this meditation, some of you guys really been truly kind of like listening within. All this meditation here. And again, because this is talking about sleep, something in your, like I said, something in your dreams. An important message in your dreams. I know I got some of it in this reading here, but however it comes to you is what's going to is going to resonate the most with you. And again, only take what resonates and don't worry about the rest. Okay. Oh, oh, oh my gosh. Now, okay, I see a card that fell reversed on the floor. Let's grab it. Okay, so we got can't even, but it fell reverse. This is overwhelm, shutdown, apathy. But you know what? You can. Or if it already happened, you could. You did it. There may have been a time where you thought that you couldn't get back up, but you did. You rebirthed. Okay? What's another one? One more card out of here. One more. Oh my gosh. One more. So we got it wasn't closure, open ending, unanswered, emotional hangover. So my thing is this is a card that kind of tells me about confusion, and this is the kind of confusion that to where like people get angry about, people kind of like in an illusion again. And I kind of feel like especially with these stars here, I feel like that these are people who if they were confused, they just kind of started having like little thoughts or their own their own little intricacies of like, I guess kind of like back thoughts, like wondering about things, because stars do represent a form of wonder. So like I think there are people who may have been questioning things, and because of that, it left a lot of things very uncertain. And I think that's also what kind of led to people kind of like kind of like searching for the truth in something that led to this clarity, that led to a revelation. And this could have been about you, and also this could have been how you felt, like something like how the fog that's kind of lifting now, how it was when it was currently dominant, like actually like being there. There may have been like little bits and pieces of things, like maybe thoughts or wonders, not even just you, but with other people. And I think with this smoldering volcano here, this may have stemmed from somebody being frustrated, possibly you being angry or frustrated, and so it kind of caused you to wonder about things, and therefore a lot of things were unanswered. Okay. And then also with emotional hangover too, this was something that kind of left you emotionally exhausted, or somebody that has been emotionally exhausted. Okay, let's clear this deck here. Then leftover energies. I'm going to clear clarified message. Nice. All right, so Spirit, what do you got for the collective? What do you got for the collective, Spirit, please? We got overcome self-doubt. I feel like somebody was trying to like kill your self-esteem, but they didn't. Self-doubt clouds your vision. Trust in your abilities and take the leap. Your future self will thank you. So some of you, I feel like, may have been like feeling like washed out or grayed out, or kind of like kind of like a pale version of yourself, like a shell of who you were. Or this is how like your ops tried to make you feel. What else, Spirit? What you got for the collective? Release suppressed emotions. Let the feelings you buried rise without shame. Cry, scream, breathe. Freedom begins where expression flows. But I feel like that's what you're doing, especially when you're determined and you're getting back up. You're on the rise. I also feel like that these are channelings that I feel like as far as like your feelings and your discernment, some of that may have been blocked or bottled up. And because you had all these bottled up emotions, it was actually blocking some of the messages from coming to you. But now that your emotions are being let out, see, when something's being let out, things can also fall in. So now that you're kind of expressing and letting things out, it's going to be easier. I feel like it's going to be easier for messages, to come through. I kind of feel like something has became unclogged, like something was like stopped up, or uh yeah, like stopped up or clogged. But now it the cork is off, and now things are more easy flowing. Okay. Now, what I'm loving here is that I like this little message in a bottle thing here. So I actually want to get my message in a bottle deck right here. Clear this deck of any leftover energy so I can get a clear, clarified message. Now, what I'm loving here also is that I feel like because you kind of felt like that, I feel like some of you guys are emotionally exhausted or emotionally numb, and now those feelings are coming out, and I feel like you're going to be washed over with color again. Especially with this rainbow path here, especially with this rainbow path. There's this rainbow path here, and then second chance. And then look at that with the universe, not even the world, the universe. It's like you're gonna be washed back over with color again. Okay, Spirit. So I got like a hint for a message in a bottle here, Spirit. So what message in the bottle do you have for the collective, Spirit? What do you have for the collective? Let us know with the message in a bottle. Okay. Now on the bottom, we got healthy relationships, so more water energy here. Strong and supportive. Connections are here. Communicate. Establish boundaries. Empathy. Active listening. And then on the bottom message here, we got toxic relationships need to be reassessed. Set clear boundaries. But what I love here is that some of you guys, like I said, some of you guys are deciding to move on, from like a toxic situation or a toxic person or toxic relationship and things like that. So I kind of feel like you guys, like I said, you guys have kind of already cut through that. And like I said, some of you guys who may have been emotionally burnt out, you're getting, like I said, you're getting like a rejuvenation. Okay, you're getting like a rejuvenation, like a relife, a relife, I like to call it. What's another message? What's another message in a bottle, Spirit? I feel like you having walked away from any toxic relationship, this is what's going to help you release your emotions in the best way. I don't know why, but I'm also getting cranberry juice. It's so weird. I'm getting cranberry juice. And then I get shrimp cocktail sauce. Shrimp cocktail sauce? Somebody's eating shrimp with cocktail sauce? What else we got? And then we got travel. Now, oh my gosh. First, okay, what's funny here is that we got a distant journey with a train, and now we got travel with a plane. So clearly you're meant to go somewhere. You're meant to relocate. Exciting new adventure and experiences await. Network. Be open to exploration. Vision board. Budget. And then the message here is travel plans may be delayed. Use this time for preparation and flexibility. Now, what I love about this message here is that when you got people meditating and stuff, when you got like all of this meditation and whatnot, I feel like a lot of you are going to be prepared. Now, what I love here with this Wheel of Fortune energy right here is hope doesn't stop the karmic wheel from turning. That message, like, karma is going to be about if it's not here already. But I do see another journey here with this wheel. So with travel, and then this Wheel of Fortune, and then you even got a distant journey by train. You're meant to be going places. You're going to be going places. So what's another message? What's another message in the bottle, Spirit? What else do you have for the collective? Here we go. Wisdom again. We got some. Oh my! All this wisdom, all of this wisdom here. All of this wisdom and discernment and clarity. And then what I'm also loving Like I said, is that in the sage's cave, that's like that's some more wisdom, right? Solitude, wisdom, and introspection. And then we got another owl right here as well. So definitely being observant. Your intuitions are getting so much stronger. Your intuitions are kind of just buzzing at you. I kind of feel like, you guys are becoming more aligned in one with your intuitions as well, for some of my psychics that came in here, because I'm sensing you guys very strongly. One of you one of you have a very glittery energy, like a glimmery glittery energy, like very dusty kind of. I like it. It's like, I don't know, that's kind of what it feels like. One of you, your energy comes out to me like something sparkly. So we have here life experience. I get, especially with the number 20 here, I don't know why, but I get judgment out of that. Life experiences, valuable insights, act with integrity, non-judgmental, explore, learn from others, learn from failures. Okay, and then message down here says immaturity or lack of reflection may be present. Seek deeper understanding. Now, what I'm loving here is that you are being guided to reflect, and you guys have been reflecting, which is why, like I said, I'm seeing so much. Um, I'm seeing so much meditation out here. Again, I showed you guys that earlier. There was like so many people meditating. Here we go, another person meditating here. And then we got a skeleton meditating too. So a lot of you have been willing to sit and listen to the messages that are trying to be relayed to you. Okay, love that. So much wisdom is definitely a key word. Getting wisdom, reflection, dreams, a redo, a relife, second chance. Mm, what else? Wow. Let's do like something a little random here. I want to do something a little bit random here. Clear the second and leftover energy, so I'm going to clear clarified message. Because one thing I'm seeing here is I'm seeing so many different colors with all of these planets, and then we even got like some rainbow spirit guides here. That's like different colors here, and then I'm also seeing like a rainbow path here. So I kind of want to work with like what are these colors, like what wants to like what's a color that's trying to like kind of send out to you. Clear the stack of any leftover energy, so I'm gonna clear clarified message. Spirit, what is a correlating color for the collective to utilize energy with? Let me know, Spirit. What let me cut the deck. What colors? Because I'm seeing a lot of rainbows. I'm seeing a lot of rainbows. So I want to know what colors are trying to kind of like reach, um, or like what color vibrations are kind of trying to like vibe out to you or reach out to you with. Let me know, Spirit, please. Oh, we got violet. So definitely some solar plexus. I'm also getting a little bit of crown energy out of here too. Friendship, fragility, imagination. Look at that. I feel like that's going to come from a part of your reflection. Look, she has a doggy. So we do have another spirit guide here. And that might also be a doggy. This looks like some sort of terrier, I think. So another animal spirit guide. So violet might be a beautiful color to wear. I know it's February, so it's all going to be like pink, pink, pink. But like a nice, beautiful violet, like a rich violet color would be nice. And then we got beige. I know beige is kind of like basic, simple. Um, Dependability, quality, conventional. I get the hierophant energy out of beige. Okay. Also with these two colors, I'm getting peanut butter and jelly. So somebody might be eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or you might like to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sandwich. It could be anything that's peanut butter jelly flavored as well. Me, I personally love peanut butter jelly. Uh, Peanut butter, PB&J. I feel like that there's a love energy. Are they really? Oh my gosh. I know they're not fucking with me. Anyway. But yeah, I feel like you're going to get a second chance at love. There's a second chance at love and desire. This is somebody who is dependable, who is of quality, like who, somebody who is true. um, somebody who is chivalrous, you know, whether this is a man or a woman, somebody who is conventional and traditional, but they're not overly rigid, or I don't know, like they're not overbearing or negative about it. Like kind of like that's just who they are, but in the best way. Okay, kind of like you're gonna pretty much always have the best of that person. They're gonna always be willing to give the best of themselves to you. Love that. Okay, what else we got? What's another color that correlates um for the collective, that a vibration of the rainbow that they can utilize? What can we do? We got fuchsia. So of course, like I said pink, pink, pink earlier, and then here's fuchsia. So elegance, good taste, confiding love. Again, especially with desire, and with warmth and longing. There's somebody who's like really like somebody who is sweet, true, somebody with nice taste. Somebody with nice taste. I'm getting like somebody with a clean looking aesthetic. Somebody with a clean looking aesthetic about them. They could be also a health buff. And then look, then we have justice with indigo. Justice, devotion, wisdom again. Oh my gosh, wisdom, and discernment. And then again, like I said, there's a balance that's coming about, especially when we got justice here too. Like I said, um, back to your ops here. And then look, we got some purple here too. Like, I feel like you're divine royalty. Some of you guys have been indigo children when you were kids, and now you're indigo adults. Some of you guys may have been regular, like I won't say regular, but maybe like you weren't tapped in as much as a kid, or weren't tapped in quite yet, but now you're an indigo adult. You know, but either way, justice will be afoot. And again, your wisdom is going to be key. Your wisdom and discernment is key. And I really feel like I don't really have to tell you that, but wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. Oh my gosh. Then, clarity, discernment, foresight, gift of wisdom. I love it. So, all right, y'all. I think that'll be it for now. Actually, hold on. Oh, look what was at the bottom when I took this deck out. Mastery with 8 of Pentacles. Expertise, repetition, craftsmanship. Take this time to refine your craft, your discipline, and persistent effort. I feel like that's what you guys have been doing. I'm going to get a couple cards out here, and then I'm going to get out of here, okay? For this deck of any leftover energy, so I can get a clear, clarified message. All right. Let's see what's going to go on. All right, so let us know, Divine. Let us know, Spirit. What do you have to let the collective know? Steadiness. Now, remember I was saying like some of you guys have been like kind of 10 toes down. We got the Knight of Pentacles here. Again, this could also be somebody that's coming towards you who is, again, very, very dependable, hardworking, very practical, steadfast. Lay the foundation with discipline and routine. True success requires consistency. And then we have responsible, methodical, practical. And again, this is also that King of Swords energy that I was getting to, with like something being methodical and practical. But with the Knight of Swords, this is somebody who is kind of like moral to a fault. Like, there is no, like, once they decide something, there's no changing their mind whatsoever. And that's actually in a good way. So like whoever, if this is a person that's coming towards you, once they have decided on you, it's going to be very difficult to change their mind. But I feel like you're going to be happy that they're stubborn about you, because with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, this is somebody who is again, who is also very determined, like, you know, like I'm going to cross the finish line, especially with the Knight of Pentacles isn't very fast moving. So this is kind of like the turtle winning the race. But but again, that's that being steady, being steadfast, not being easily knocked off, being determined, being focused. Kind of like what I love about the Knight of Pentacles is the focus. Like the focus is like, it's like a train. It's like a train, like a locomotive, you know, big, heavy, but laser focus, you know, and staying on track, not getting distracted, because the Knight of Pentacles is not a knight that is easily distracted. Like, you know, they are nose to the grindstone. Okay. And then we got, like I said, the Eight of Pentacles. So this is probably a young person who is actually already kind of well established too. This could be you, or who's coming towards you. Somebody a young person who was already very well established, somebody who follows in the footsteps of their family. However, they are growing the quality, and they're kind of, I'm sensing like this person is actually willing to be benevolent of how they're going to inherit whatever is coming to them. Okay. Being like a crown prince energy, like a crown prince energy. I was the other day watching the Book of Guinness. I'm getting the character Edward. Like, when their father died, he kind of just knew how everything was ran, and he just kind of went nose to the grindstone about everything business. I get a lot of Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles and King of Swords out of his character. And the TV show, The Book of Guinness, is on Netflix. Very interesting, about Guinness beer. It's pretty good. I love eating stew with Guinness in it. And then look, balance. I was getting that. I don't know why. I was like, ew, I'm getting like balance, or, you know, something like not even just with justice, but, you know, things just balancing out in general, especially with the Two of Pentacles. Adaptability and flexibility are crucial as you prioritize competing demands. Prioritization and time management. Now, what I'm loving here is that when you guys have been sitting down and kind of meditating on things, you're trying to manage everything, and it's like you're being imaginative, but you're being articulate, you're being composed, and now you're also being determined, you're being focused. So it's kind of like, in a way, you're being all the energies of the planets, or all the elements combined. And again, this is what's going to lead you to the second chance, and that the second chance is going to lead you into balance. Okay, let's do one more. Oh, whoa! Before I was about to shuffle, I saw the King of Swords. Here he is. Oh my gosh! And the King of Cups was right under him. They were pretty much like my whole, like, I was like, I've been sensing their energies throughout the whole reading, and here they both are. So I'm like about to shuffle, but then I see the King of Swords, and then underneath him is the King of Cups. I'm telling you. You guys have been very mature about how you've been handling things. Okay. A mature leader balances feeling and intellect, maintaining grace in the face of turbulence, paternal wise counsel, diplomacy. And then we have integrity. Now, what I'm loving here is that with integrity here, and then we got justice with indigo here. Set the standard through calm, principled leadership and sound judgment, morality, objectivity, logic, ethics. That bullshit is cut right on through. Ooh, it's cut right on through, y'all. And, you know, not only is that cut right through, but with all the emotional composure, and clarity that goes along with it. Okay. You have truly mastered something. What else we got, Spirit? I can't believe it. They both came out like together, literally together. That's insane. What else we got? This fell out. Oh, and then we got 10 of Pentacles with legacy. This is wow. A foundation of sustainable wealth is being established, supporting generations to come. Wealth, inheritance, ancestry. And then again, we got that family energy too. Like, you know, you're going to be the beginning of a legacy, or somebody wants to start a legacy with you. But what I'm also loving here is that we still, I feel like your ancestors are also telling you to not forget who you are and where you came from. Remember who you are, but still also know how distinctive you are from your family lineage. Like, yes, you are a part of your family lineage, but you are still a full, wholesome person who, you are still your own spirit. I feel like that's another message that they're trying to get to you too. You're still your own spirit. However, they are giving you so much strength. They're providing you with so much strength. And know that if you do fall, they will help lift you. They will also be helping you lift up, okay? Listen to your dreams. Listen to your dreams. Okay, I'm gonna do one more card and then I'm gonna get out of here, okay? Oh, look at that with the Wheel of Fortune here right at the bottom. The wheel is turning in your favor, bringing fortunate opportunity or destined connection. Destiny, cycles, fate, change, karma. Now look at here. And there's some more Wheel of Fortune energy there, okay? Ooh, look at that. Wow. Telling you, you are not supposed to be stopped. You are not supposed to be destroyed. What else we got? One more. Oh, no, that's like 6 more. One more card. One more card, Spirit. For the collective, what else would you like for, oh my gosh. What else would you like for us to know? This one's poking out. And then we got restoration. Again, that second chance, that coming back to life, that 4 of Swords. Some of you guys have been, like I said, been experiencing a lot of burnout. And so you've been experienced to rest. Remember in a couple of my readings ago, you were encouraged to take a vacation or take a rest. So I think this is kind of like also not only just a continuation of that, but how it's just like still becoming like it's still prominent. I guess it is a continuation of it. Yeah, it is a continuation of it, especially with Wheel of Fortune. With Wheel of Fortune here. It's like a continuation of that message. Okay. Take this time to withdraw and recharge. Healing happens in stillness, rest, recuperation, rejuvenation. I'm also getting meditative energy out of here as well. So, meditate and rest. Meditate, rest. This is going to help you be more receptive to messages that are, that are kind of being sent to you, especially when you're asleep, when you're dreaming. This is a time to be reflective, especially with all of this feline energy. This is definitely a time to be more reflective and observative, especially I had a bunch of owls out here too. So be reflective, be observative. I'm also seeing that you guys have had a balance with like your light and your shadow as well, both your light and your shadow side. Okay. And this is what's helping things kind of become, get the wheel turning for you guys, okay? Getting the wheel kind of turn for you guys. And then I feel like, remember how I was saying like how you guys can't be stopped. Things are going to keep going. Look at this. We got a vehicle and beige right here. Like, I get chariot energy with this. So, you still have like a vehicle. And then once that, and I really feel like that once that wheel does get turning, you really won't stop. It's hard to stop a train. It is hard to stop a train. So once that wheel gets turning, especially with some more karma out here with karma and karma, balance and justice for indigo, Libra energy. Listen, things are straightening up for you in the best way. Your ass got saved. I love my ring light around that too. Kind of like it's kind of emphasizing it there. Honey, you got saved and you're going to keep going. And once things go into that momentum, you are going to keep going like a locomotive. It is going to be hard as hell to stop you. In fact, you will not be stopped. Look at these headlights here, like they're focused eyes. You're full steam ahead. You got the will and the power and the focus, and soon enough, you're going to have the speed. You got everything that you need that is going to keep you going and staying on track, baby. You got it. All right, collective. I really hope that you liked this reading. And if you did, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and keep me in your notifications so that you can keep up with all of my posts. Again, I always try to post every week, at least once a week. Once I get more time, if I ever have any extra time, I'm going to stream. But in the meantime, guys, just still catch me once a week, whenever that is throughout the week. And, you know, keep up with my videos. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon. Loves. Mwah. Bye.